It was up Dusseldorf's. Look, I just finished making that comic, that whatever the fuck story thingy. I haven't added music to it yet. I've just been playing around with shit. But I basically did it for Tiffany because she told me she likes comics or whatever the fuck, and she wanted to know what I was doing with AI art and asked me if I was making comics. So that's where I yelled a whole bunch and all that bullshit, and then she finally thinks she explained it to me, but she didn't really. I'm like calming down, and I'm like, all right, I'll make her a few comics. Now look, if Tiffany would have communicated better, yes, I'm mad about the money and my niece's money and all that bullshit. Money can get returned. Money can get remade. Money can be accounted for. Like, money is just money. She was making it sound like there was other shit going on other than money. She still won't flat out say yes or no. She's just like probably stuck in some like management loophole where like they control everything she does and says. I'm sure I'm not helping when I freak out, but it's because you won't explain shit that I freak out. Like, it shouldn't take 7 months for you to tell me that crypto exchange was fake. The day I told you it was fake, instead of you calling me indiscriminate, you should have said, check it out. I've been using this thing for a year now. Can you help me get my shit back? I might need to borrow some of your money until this shit gets worked out. I would have said yes. You badgered me into using it, and then I had to get the feds involved. Thinking you were part of it. Still kind of sort of in the back of my mind. Anyways. Oh yeah, this is it up on Theta TV yet? It's still processing on Theta TV. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh shit, I have to list it. All right, publish. I thought I hit publish. I hit publish. Published videos. All right, we're gonna tweet this out. This cannot. This 5 minute video got banned? You kidding me? This is so bullshit. I don't know if Theta TV has whatever. Who gives a shit? Okay, so I don't even remember what this is about. YouTube just banned it and gave me a strike over it. TLDR. As of now, we know the money was tracked to her boy. We know Tiffany thought she knew what she was talking about and is a victim, or she would be arrested. Tiffany either fell for it again on Coinbase in May, or tried it again. Probably she lost more money on another scam to the same person. The person Tiffany keeps losing money to is a person she trusts blindly to the point even when CoinCarp said it was a fake CoinCarp exchange, she thought it was just CoinCarp International. She will eventually get the money back thanks to me. And she fights me every step of the way about it. All right, who cares? I don't give a shit. Just wanted to clear that up. So, now look, I'm not gonna keep on talking about this because I don't want to, and I don't want to like hurt Tiffany's feelings any more than whatever. Although I think she kind of like gets off to it and probably like, oh, I'll show him how much I like him because he did that. But again, if I find out there's any other like she swears there's no other dudes involved, they're just friends, just work, and all that bullshit, and that she's too busy being a boss babe to have time for relationships, and that's why she has to have to work out with me so much because I'm perfect. Like, well then, what? I don't calm the fuck down then, because I don't need boss babes. I need you to be Stephanie, and I'm not getting that right now. Anyways, I need to calm down. Anyways, look, when my ex hit me up almost 2 months ago now at this point, what it basically was I was under the impression Tiffany was doing shit with other dudes because she keeps on hanging out with other dudes. So when an ex called me up to see how I was doing and was like, "We need to get your mind off of Tiffany," I said, "Sure, okay." Now I don't think I did anything bad because if she would have communicated better, none of that shit would have happened. But if what Tiffany is telling me is true, I would have rather not done that because I don't really like her. We broke up for a reason and all that bullshit. She's a nice person. I will always be there for her to help and all that bullshit. There's a reason why I'm trying to make this shit work with Tiffany since 2018. And her or her management or someone is fighting us every single step of the way. And she's just cunty about it. But if it is just someone probably out of jealousy tried to like finagle her money and my money to drive us apart, that actually I'm very familiar with all that happens to me more than you would think it happens. This happens to me all the time, which is why I'm like the issue isn't the money, it's that you didn't communicate. Because if you would have told me this shit a while back, we would have already be done with all this bullshit. But because you want to keep pushing it and changing the goalpost, we're still doing this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, I still like Tiffany. That's probably not going to change. Um, what else was I going to say? I don't remember. Sorry. Oh yeah, I'm not affiliated at all with the Witches Coven at all. I don't know if they're gonna make EV magazine Korea. They probably will eventually. I don't give a shit. I honestly just know that yeah, smoke 2 joints in the morning, smoke 2 joints at night, smoke 2 joints, and then I smoke 2 joints, and it makes me feel right. Smoke 2 joints in time of peace, two in time of war. I smoke 2 joints before I smoke 2 joints, and then I smoke 2 more. It's what I do. Boom, 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 boom. All right. I just did it. I have nothing else to do. So you guys, like, seriously, like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but like, huh? Like, this is gonna sound odd, but like, I'm used to this. Like seriously, like when I was like 3 or something like that, I remember like my grandparents made a big deal about making me spend a week with them, and then like during that same week, my uncle came over with my 2 cousins, and then for that entire week, I was pretty much just like left to myself. Like I'm used to being left alone. So like I can handle it. A lot of other people really can't handle it. And I think Tiffany is one of those who was left alone a bunch and can't handle it, which is why she always likes to be around people. So like I kind of like without getting into all the words, I get where you're coming from. Okay, I feel the same way. I felt that way before. I found that you need to take care of your own shit because what's keeping this from happening is all your shit. If you would have just laid it on me from the get-go, I could have finagled it differently. Let's say that, let's say that the $100,000 could have been used effectively. Would you be doing this right now? The whole point of a relationship is, okay, look, you you get feelings and shit. So I'm gonna, and you like stories. So I'll do this in Dungeons and Dragons terms, okay? In one of my campaigns, where I eventually ended up making my own cult. Uh, what I did is I had a rule where everyone had to min-max because I was going to throw some crazy monsters and challenges at you. Min-max is when you take your stats and instead of saying, well, all my stats are well-rounded and I'm pretty average at everything. No. All my characters were min-max. They had 2 things that were super duper fucking awesome and one thing they were retarded at. Like Kefka Nagax was a dragonborn rogue or some shit like that. He was a brutal scoundrel. He was super strong. He was super tough. Dumb as a rock. Charisma 8, -2 in all the rolls. You know, because he was a brutal scoundrel because everyone was scared shitless of him because he was scary and tough and stupid, so he actually might do it. So if you gave him a hand grenade and said, don't pull the pin, he'd say, what pin? And then that thing would go off and he'd be like, where did my hand go? And he would just have like a +5, he would have like a +2 to attack because of his adrenaline rush for the next 5 rounds. Like that kind of retarded, right? But you pair him with the sorcerer who can do regenerative magic. It's like, Kefka, you ready to blow your hand up again? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take on all those goblins. Ah! Okay, could you go ahead and heal me again? It's the last time until we take an extended rest. That's kind of how it was, right? So Tiffany is min-maxed. Tiffany is great at dealing with people. I hate dealing with people. Okay? Tiffany is great at presentations and dancing and singing. I hate that shit. They like I almost guarantee you one of the reasons why I'm ostracized or why I became the scapegoat for the family is because I don't like taking pictures. Because every single time someone got a camera, they always had it was never just I think one time I smiled when we were like 4 or 5 because I was like if I just smile, then they'll stop taking pictures because they'll have it and then I can go do something else. But nope. Take more pictures and take more one more time and in Spanish and everyone together and just the cousins and just the brothers and the cousins and the brother and just shut the fuck up. Who the fuck cares? Take your fucking picture and move on. Stupid bullshit. Anyway, so like I never wanted to take my pictures and if they did, so that way you like, stop asking me to take pictures because you're annoying. But like I hate all that bullshit. But Tiffany likes all that bullshit, right? But what Tiffany cannot handle for shit is like finances for shit. So I'll handle the finance, and she's not tough, right? So like there's 5 things, but you can only min max 2 of them. Okay, so you get a party of everyone min maxed, and they either lean on each other, and you go kill the Tarask, or you die. The Tarask is I killed one of my campaigns. We killed an unkillable creature. The Tarask is a legendary. I think I talked about this before. The one where well, there's 2 things. First off, it's like when my cleric of Vecna killed a dragon and like ripped off its wings so it couldn't fly away. That was badass. They didn't think I was gonna pull that one off, but I had to pop my see at the time I was serving Paylor. That was my cover, but I like to win the battle. I basically let everyone know that I was actually a cleric of Vecna. So before that happened, I summoned Paylor's gift to get a +1 to my attack or whatever the fuck I needed, and then to be a douche, I popped one of my Vecna artifacts, and they didn't tell me what it was going to cost. They just said you have to break a 20, and I was like, okay, with all my modifiers, and I got like a 22 or some shit like that, and they were like, it was 22, and I was like, what the fuck? I just barely got it. But what it was, I had a Morden Crag, and I like we were fighting a dragon that it kept like it would like fly up and like shoot fire. And then it would land, and when it landed, everyone was stunned, and then it would attack, and then we had a chance to hit it, and then it would start flying again, and that was our chance to heal. But I was like, I saw where it was going, so I had the Invulnerable Coat of Arnd, which makes you immune to stun. So when it landed to stun, I charged and I hit it with the Mordencrag, and that's when I popped my action point, and I made the whatever the fuck throw to like get on and grab its wings and rip them off like that. And I got just enough to do it so that the dragon couldn't like fly away anymore, and we all just like beat the shit out of it and won. That was cool. But no, so then later on, we eventually well we were like level like 28 or 29, but we ended up taking on the Tarask anyways. I just gave them like buffs to make it like they were 30 because it was taking forever and I was moving soon. But the Tarask is supposed to be where okay, you have to min max because like when we fought Vecna, like Vecna attacks the reflex, but to get to Vecna, we had to have people who had shitty reflexes. They do things like that. But I don't want to make this longer than it has to be. The Tarask, you can't kill it. It's that legend where as long as it's on the ground, you cannot kill it. It'll just resurrect. So what we did is we fought it on a cliff over the ocean, and the ocean basically kept it from hitting the ground because when we killed it, it fell into the ocean, and then its bones never touched the ground. It just kept like washing away, and it never resurrected. And that was where we ended the campaign and whatnot. But I forgot why I brought that up. Min-maxing. So look, the only way this is gonna work is if she actually opens up and trusts me more. Because she refuses to. She wants me to open up about everything. She wants to know about Mormon bullshit and temple bullshit. She wants to know about all my past and all my work bullshit. She knows way too much about that already. Look, she knows enough to where I don't want to get into it. She knows enough to where she knows enough. All right, and it's annoying. And like I swear to God, the first thing that, and again, like this has nothing to do. I didn't know she was Korean or American or any of the bullshit. All right, like I still like Winter, I like you too. Katrina, I like you too. Giselle, blah, 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 Ning Ning, all of you. There's so fucking many of them. I actually wish it was back where I thought K-pop was only girls' generation, because that was only 8 of them or 9 of them. Now there's so fucking many of you. Oh my God. What I was trying to say was I didn't know Tiffany was Stephanie or in this bullshit. I just knew that I thought she was the hottest one. Turns out she's an American too. Okay, that's a good thing because the first thing they asked me about Tiffany was, is she an American? And I said, yes. And they said, okay. Because that means if anything happens, it's on her, not on me. Because if she was not an American and then I got involved in all this bullshit, it would be on me. I can't explain that right now. That's just the way it is. And I'm not gonna, that's one of the reasons why Coach Leo said, make sure she's an American on her own. Like, I like Winter, I like Taeyeon, but if you want me to put you first ever, you would have to, on your own, become an American citizen. And Antonia Vasilchenko, if you're not an American citizen, same thing. It's not an Asian thing, it's a practicality thing. All that bullshit. I'm not getting into that right now. What I'm saying is, you have to, if you want to actually, we I don't know what you call a relationship, but she wants to like just text all day and tell tabloids that, oh, I have someone in America, and then like it's been almost a year, you stupid hag. I mean, I like you too, but an actual adult relationship, you can still go do your bullshit. I'll meet you in Paris when you're done with your shit in Korea, and then you go film whatever the fuck, and I'll finish what I gotta do, and then we'll meet up in, Tahiti. Like that's what adults do. The only reason why I wasn't doing that before is because of the pandemic. I already do that shit because of before the pandemic when we met a few times. You didn't tell me you were Stephanie or whatever the fuck. So if you want me to take you seriously, that you've been trying to make this work since 2018 and all that bullshit, and I'll be honest, I have been too. We've just been, let's just call it hit or miss. We've been at the wrong place at the wrong time. If you really want to make it work, there's no more pandemics and all that bullshit. You're gonna have to open up. If you trust me, maybe I'll trust you. You ever think about that one? Anyways, I like you too, dear. Have fun with your thingy with theater and all that bullshit. I literally made the comic because she basically told me she likes comics. So I made her, she told me she likes comics and cute things. So I basically scraped a bunch of data from the web to find out what girls would think are cute, made a 4th of July version of that, and then had Midjourney make art and ChatGPT make the story. All right, happy birthday, whatever the fuck it is. No, God damn it. So fucking many of you. Someone just had a birthday and her birthday is coming up soon. So you got it early, or you'll probably get something else later too. Who gives a fuck? I don't, in the nicest way possible. Just so fucking many of you. Wanting is free, giving costs something. Like, I'm not trying to build his channel. He's just a good dude. Go watch Sci Hacks. All right, guys. Peace out.